Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. One key thing to watch today will be the battle in the trenches. The Buccaneers are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against the Bears team that will need to figure out how much it can count on the run. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Guyton alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
No question at all about his talent, and that's been on display since his first game as a starter at Florida State. On a Monday night, the whole country watching, he only missed 2 passes in the entire game and led his team to a big victory and later a national championship as a freshman.
The first carry now for Doug Martin, and he is going to lose yardage here.
Holding offense.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Following the penalty, Martin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, and also it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. And the penalty now makes it 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So a glance here at the key inactives. There's other reasons, but this list, one of the reasons they've been struggling some this year.
And one that they won't make excuses with, but everyone knows that this is the key reason. Without these players, it's made it very difficult for them this season. They've battled, they've scrapped. But without those guys, hard to win games.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback. Carry now for Jordan Howard. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Play clock winding down. Glennon. Throwing right, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
Joe McCoy's one of the top defensive tackles in the league. Always a threat to go to the Pro Bowl, especially because of his pass rushing ability.
2 yards to go here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And wasn't that supposed to be a sweep?
They didn't even get to the outer third of the field. That got blown up quickly.
Normally, when you're calling a play, you're talking about that tackle made, as you said, to the outer part of the field. Ran that one down in a hurry. That's great diagnosis by the defense.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
Now Glennon firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give him a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, from the safety of our booth, I think it's okay after that run that I call him still the name that maybe he's not too crazy about, the muscle hamster.
Yeah, his teammates at Boise State called him that. He doesn't like that, though.
He hates that name.
He told us he prefers, and he told the world he prefers Duggernaut.
It's always tough when you come up with your own nickname.
It doesn't stick.
I hope it works for him, but I have my doubt.
We're going muscle hamster here in the booth. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And a neutral zone infraction on the defense.
The defense thought they had the timing count on the quarterback's cadence, but they jumped too soon.
blitz Martin. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Eddie Goldman's everything you want in a defensive tackle. A run stuffer who can move upfield and rush the passer.
On 2nd down, Martin. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. They go play action here on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing, Winston. They set up the screen to Martin. 20! A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because, you know, most defenses, 3 levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them. Then you throw the ball over their heads. And now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run for it with Martin. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returnable here for Davis. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll begin the drive with Howard. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Again, it's Howard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. So he runs it for 1 yard, then no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well, but if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe you get him into space and throw it to him.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a gain there of 11 yards.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
They'll run the counter with Collins, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a foot. Three yards, and now it's 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. He'll drop to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On play action, they'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So nothing there. I don't know if that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. On 4th down, it's Howard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Well, this season's going nowhere. No reason not to go for it. And it's a rare success for them as they keep the drive alive.
Let's go. 3-19.
The play clock's running down. Glennon under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Complete to Wright. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kendall Wright, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So that one, a 13-play drive in total. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Three receivers to the left, one to the right. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you heard about my hands, huh?
Drops it off to Martin. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They run it again with Martin. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. On play action, Winston. And he's got Snead. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Jameis to throw it. Goes underneath to Martin. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Jameis on second down. And Boyd has it over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now Winston going right side here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Offense.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Jameis again. Brought in left side by Snead. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Drops it off to Martin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Glennon hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. A gain of 6 there on first. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Glennon. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And some space here. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now that's the way you run offense. Understanding your clock situation. Excellent job getting to the sideline and getting out of bounds. That's the way to conserve time.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Buccaneers are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Bears won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Now 1st and 10, Wright's able to make the catch in traffic, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. They're now on top by 4. 3rd down at the 39. The pass is completed into tight coverage, and he'll be tackled at the 41-yard line. Buccaneers now later on the drive. Quick pass goes to Doug Martin with the catch, and he capped off the 11-play drive with the TD. Buccaneers go up by field goal. Now to late in the second. Meredith's found on the quick pass. He ends up picking up 3 yards and heads out of bounds. That'll do it from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. For the second half, let's get cross-state to Tampa as we check back in with Brandon and Charles.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
They come out here in the eye. They go with Howard again. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to come.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Winston gives to Martin on the draw. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
They'll run. Martin. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll try to throw now. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Zach Brown. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Back to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. The gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's caught by Mike Evans. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Jameis to throw it. Surveying the field. Over the middle to Evans. And it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free. Take... away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. And that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Throwing. And Winston lost the football. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
To throw, Winston. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Jameis on second down. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So let's try this again as they come to the line to go for 2. Winston to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The penalty got him half the distance to the goal, down to the 1. Made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there. And they did it successfully.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. One receiver left, 2 to the right.
No, check, Patriot! Patriot! Please! No, check, Patriot! Patriot!
Glennon. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And it's a big turnover there on the back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. One receiver to the left is Evans. Following the interception, Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now a second down throw for Winston. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Goes underneath to Martin. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Carry number 20 here for Martin. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's up and good.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes. Out here, this is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Gone! Watch it now. Check. Patriots. Watch it now. Leopard.
Now Glennon. And that'll be incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
2nd down following the run. Winston with a give to Martin. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they were looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He hits White, complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back to throw now on first down. Wright's got it. A good pick up there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll come out in the pistol. They go counter with Howard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Glennon, and he's got Will Tye complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Detroit now, look at 56.
Now Glennon. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Their big tight end with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears get a bit closer.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Now Brenza will boom it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears defense gearing up as they take the field. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. Who said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
11 yards for number 11. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. First down. Here's the run with Martin. And this play. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They run. Martin. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. On 3rd down, Winston. He's got time. Jackson's got it over the middle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Finding time. And right with it here over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Glennon. His throw incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Pass interference. Defense.
Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact to give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Now Glennon. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Buccaneers, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bears, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.